Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp and today with another brewery breakdown for a change. Today we'll be looking at the history of Cervezas Turia in Valencia. Today their only surviving beer is the Turia Marzen, the one that I had on Monday, but they used to have a full range of beers. This story starts as many brewery stories do. A small group of friends who love beer get together and start experimenting. Now, inspired by the beers from the East and Germany in particular, they start brewing in their small brewery at the Calle San Vicente or St. Vincent Street. And soon they had a nice range of beers going from Pilsner over Marzen to Bock. Unfortunately, a mere year later, the Spanish Civil War broke out, and by the time that it ended in 1939, the 1940s came around, and with that more war spread all over Europe, so they weren't able to start selling their product throughout the entire period. In 1947, they finally managed to market some of their beers under the name El Turia. Now, many breweries are named after local landmarks, and this is no exception, because El Turia, or the Rio Turia, is a 280-kilometer long river that used to flow freely from Teruel in Aragon through Valencia to the Mediterranean. And I did say used to, because after a catastrophic flood in October of 1957, a diversion plan was devised, and since 1969 El Turia flows around the city rather than right through it. Now, for their logo, they didn't look very far either, and that's not a bad thing. On the bottle we do see a golden silhouette of the Torres de Serranos, or Torres de Serrans, or the Serrans Tower. A towered gate built in the late 14th century as a part of the Muralla Cristiana, the Christian wall, surrounding medieval Valencia. Now, over the years, this historic monument, which is deemed the official entry to the city, has served many purposes, like a prison, a stronghold, protecting the Prado Museum's collection during the Civil War, but also as a ceremonial gate. As years passed by, Cervezas Turia gained in popularity in the Valencia region, but many other brands were on the rise as well. El Águila from Madrid spread through the Spanish peninsula like a wildfire, and the Dutch Amstel brand took their piece of the pie as well. Local, national and international competitors slowly but surely gained momentum and nibbled away parts of El Turia's market share until they were practically forced to start a partnership with one of the large breweries, Dam. We have talked about Dam before. Eventually, in 1995, Dam acquired almost all the shares of El Turia, which would be renamed Corporación Económica Delta, before becoming the Dam Group's investment vehicle for the implementation of diversification projects. Of course, Dam redirected the company, and the brewery near the train station was abandoned, neglected, and eventually demolished to make way for the beautiful Central Park project. But they did keep the brands in their portfolio, and so they were able to relaunch the Turia Marzen beer, El Turia's staple beer for decades, back onto the market in 2013. Now brewed in the Estrella Levante factory in Murcia, a bit south of Valencia, the Turia Marzen came back as a hit. They had a creative brand agency called Cul-de-sac set up a big campaign, and they hit the bullseye with it, to be honest. They collaborated with documentary makers and collectors to rebrand the Turia Marzen beer, staying true to the original but adding a modern touch. They reintroduced the 330 milliliter bottle, which wasn't all that popular in Spain for the past few years, installed a pop-up store called Casa Turia in the Valencia city center, and revamped many a bar with new terrace furniture and ornamental taps to put the brand back out there. Nowadays, Turia is again a household name in Valencian bars, but it's also known to sponsor and organize gastronomical events, and they've even co-founded the L'Horta de Valencia program, which refers to the 10,500 hectare wide agricultural region called La Huerta, and is situated around the 9 irrigation channels of the Turia River. This program brings together local farmers, chefs, young artists, the bunch, but also offers education on different levels up until university level actually. And they provide budget for organizations that offer organic farming courses and the likes. So another Spanish brewery that is invested in local projects and cultural events and all those things and good causes overall. So I see a trend here and I can't say that I don't like it. Now that was it for Turia, which deserved its own brewery breakdown in my humble opinion, because despite being part of a large conglomerate now, it has been of significance for the brewery history in Spain and especially the Valencia community. Join me next time for another brew review, and as usual, if you like this video, tap like or let me know in the comments down below. Same goes for questions, remarks, anything you may have. And if you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload something, which should be every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 6 p.m. And if you want to support this channel, just share a video somewhere. Spread the love. Cheers you guys, see you in the next one.